There's a new vehicle coming to the U.S. marketplace. It is called Vinfast. They're going to start building the plant in North Carolina very soon. They'll have jobs for the U.S. marketplace, and we're going to be seeing a new electric car that's going to be called the Echo and the Plus. There's other additional trim levels coming and models, but you may have seen this at the New York Auto Show, CES, or at the LA Auto Show. We had an opportunity to be VIP guests at Vinfast, go to the factory, get a tour, drive the vehicle, and experience the Vietnamese culture, and we'd love you to join us. The first thing you're probably asking is, how long does it take to get to Vietnam? Well, it was a 16-hour flight, and when we landed, you're very tired, but the experience here has been really wonderful. Not just the wonderful food, but the culture, and we've had a chance to go through that. You can check that out on our travel blog. Let's talk about the Vinfast car itself. It is currently a gasoline-powered vehicle that is available in Vietnam only. The president of the company and the CEO have decided that it's time to expand into a more green culture, and they're stopping production. We're here on the last day of gasoline car production, but as far as the electric vehicle, they want to make this a global car, and in order to do that, they had an investment of almost $2 billion. To give you an idea what Vinfast is all about, Vingroup impacts about 2.9% of the GDP for Vietnam. After we had an opportunity to go to the factory and see how these vehicles were built, we had an opportunity to drive them, but I wanted to give you a first look at the VF8, and also we'll look at the VF9. You'll start off by looking at this vehicle. It comes in some pretty cool colors, LED headlights, and everything is included on this except you just pick the different batteries. There are two different battery packs. The maximum battery pack has 250 miles of range. Now you can see that this is nice and clean in front because this does not have a grille like a regular car does, because it's an electric vehicle. Now there are two different trim levels, the Echo, which has the 20-inch wheels, the Plus, which has the 21-inch wheels, and also the sunroof is different between the two, and you get a leatherette interior in the Echo, and you get leather in the Plus. These vehicles ride on Goodyear tires. These are known brand names. This is a Vietnamese built car that you're going to be seeing built in North Carolina. I keep telling you that because it's important to know. We have to compare build quality to build quality one-on-one, but right now what I'm seeing is pretty good panel gaps, really nice paint quality. All the safety features are standard. Lane departure warning, blind spot detection, forward collision warning is all standard. I do like some of the detailed trim pieces here. Really, really nice. Of course, they've got remotes for the locking. Very nice, very clean, and pretty simple. Since this is our first opportunity to drive the vehicle, we're going to have a very short drive opportunity, and I want you to join us for the drive. But some of the things you're going to notice on this exterior is that these LED lights across the back, the Vinfast logo, everything is about the V. You see this on their electric scooters, on their buses, everything, because it's Vinfast, Vin obviously for Vietnamese, and Fast has nothing to do with the car itself. It has to do with letters that define what the company is all about. You'll notice across the back they did a nice job keeping it clean. The VF8 here. The 9 is a little bit different. It's also larger and it has more styling to it. It looks almost like a Jaguar I-Pace. It is a 3-row SUV. This is a 2-row. By the way, I do like the fact that they integrated the wiper blade up underneath the rear splitter. I'm constantly talking about that. A lot of brands are still putting it down here, but even the Vinfast has figured out that you want to tuck it up underneath there, right where that third brake light is. Let's take it for a drive and then we'll see what it looks like inside. We'll give you some drive impressions. Okay, we're gonna try 0 to 60. Here we go. What's the 0 to 60 time?
5.9 seconds for the Eco version, 5.5 seconds for the Plus one.
5.9 seconds for the Eco version and 5.5 for the Plus version. That's pretty fast. I mean, that's pretty good considering. Everything is here. It's on the center screen. You don't have to look for other controls. There's 2 USB charge ports here, as well as wireless charging.
Yes.
And of course, audio system and everything
basically no physical buttons.
There's other than the shifter.
Yeah, obviously.
The shifter is the only physical buttons that are on this vehicle, except for what's on the steering wheel, of course. But it's easy to control everything. Very intuitive, actually. It's not difficult to get comfortable with the controls. In Vietnam, there is a battery subscription that's considered normal. For us, that is not, but it could be something that would work in our marketplace. We'll find out soon as customers make those decisions, because the dollar makes the difference. And the nice thing, I think, is that all the safety features are standard on this vehicle. And that's something that's really important, because people typically buy these cars, they want the safety because it's a family car and they don't have to pay up on different trim levels. So if they're included, that's great. So what you're getting in the difference is the different life of the battery. But then in addition to that, besides the price, you can lease the battery, and that may change when it hits the US market based on what you, the customer, decide. But at this point, they're planning on bringing the vehicle to market, leasing you the vehicle and the battery separately. And that is going to be a new concept for the US. As we wrap up our time here in Vietnam, we've learned a lot about the country and the people. The people are very friendly, they're very nice, and they've really made a lot of efforts to try to break into the US car market as well as on a global basis. They're going to have electric buses, electric scooters are coming to the US, and their whole goal is to make a car company that is global. I know that is a very large ask, but what we're seeing is billions of dollars invested from multiple different people. When the vehicle was brought to the US for the Consumer Electronics Show, also LA Auto Show and the New York Auto Show, there was a lot of interest. We ran into one investor who purchased 65 of these VF8s. Why did he buy those? We covered that on our podcast, Total Car Score, because he believes in this car, he believes in the value of this vehicle, and also the fact that here in Vietnam, they're going to make the chips, they're going to make all the components, they're going to control the vertical supply chain so they don't run into problems like you're seeing with a lot of other manufacturers. That is yet to be seen, but is at this point what we're seeing coming to the US, if this is the product, it's certainly something you'll want to take a look at. You want to take it for a test drive and see if it meets your needs. We've also test driven all the other electric cars. You can check that out on our website, also our YouTube channel. The link is down below for social media. We want to get your comments, we want to get your opinion. Do you like this car? What do you think? What did you think about the Vietnam experience? I'll tell you one thing, it is hot. You can't even wear makeup here. I don't know how they live like this, but I have to say the people are just wonderful. The whole experience and the culture is fabulous, and we'd love to get your impressions. Have you been here before? Do you like the car? Would you buy one of these vehicles? Let's start that conversation. If you got value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and we're looking forward to hearing your comments. Thank you so much for your support on our Patreon page, and we'll talk to you next time.